Eh bien salut à tous, c'est X-Time et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour un premier gameplay sur The Raven Legacy of a Master Chief. Donc je suis désolé pour mon accent anglais merdique. The Raven donc qui veut dire le corbeau, et le titre serait donc l'héritage du maître voleur, si je dis pas de bêtises. Alors il faut savoir que c'est un jeu en point and click et qu'il est malheureusement qu'en anglais, dialogue comme sous-titres. Alors pourquoi j'ai choisi ce jeu? Parce que tout d'abord je le trouve graphiquement splendide, franchement il n'y a rien à dire. Vous me direz par vous-même ce que vous en pensez. Euh, il y avait très longtemps aussi que je n'avais pas joué un jeu d'aventure mystère en point and click. Le dernier que j'ai fait ça devait être Nicopole, malgré que c'était un jeu plus fantastique. Alors, dites-moi ce que vous en pensez, j'essaierai de commenter, de traduire au mieux ce qui sera dit tout au long de l'aventure. Et on va y aller alors, une nouvelle partie, j'avais commencé un petit peu pour voir le début, comment c'était. Donc on fait le chapitre 1. Cette aventure est donc en 3 chapitres aussi, donc qui sortiront très prochainement. Et je vous laisse profiter du décor. Et puis voilà, et de la vidéo du départ. Et sur ce, bonne découverte à tous.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold? 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 You hear me? This is no time for fun and games.
Shh! Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
what?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
What's your name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although, I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels. You do know these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police. But it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
I think we can rule out that you're on holiday.
I don't have time for fun and games. So?
I think you're looking for someone.
You're just guessing. If I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
Could it possibly be a jewel that's making a long and perilous journey?
You're guessing. You can't possibly know what's inside the safe.
But if that were the case...
Then I'd ask you why the train wasn't crawling with police.
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better.
You won't.
Won't. Pardonnez-moi.
I can help. And I will help. You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zellner. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But How do you know? Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is?
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa, it was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me as if I were a little kid.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his...
Alors, on va se faire ce petit tutoriel. Donc, je sais pas ce que vous en avez pensé, mais déjà ce gosse a une tête à claque pas possible. Et j'ai trouvé ça assez marrant, le petit clin d'œil qu'ils ont fait aux Français avec cet inspecteur Legrand, qui apparemment a déjà rencontré, si j'ai bien compris, le corbeau. Et le corbeau qui, dans la vidéo, j'ai l'impression qu'il a plus une carrure féminine. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez. C'est peut-être une femme. Enfin bon, on verra ça par la suite. Alors ici.
This morning I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
On prend le papier, ok. Mon inventaire ici, d'accord. Donc là je prends le papier, mettre la pomme dedans. Voilà. Le sandwich papier. Voilà. Ça, d'accord. Ah, clique droit dessus.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket. Still, I'd prefer not to have to carry them all day.
D'accord, toi. Là, et je le combine avec ça, c'est ça?
The napkin came with the croissant I bought at the train station. A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either.
Voilà. Et bah la pomme, elle va rien salir hein, là-dedans. Elle est bien emballée. Et on va mettre ça
Every
là-dedans.
table has its own waste basket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
Alors avant de mettre ça là-dedans, ouais, il y a ça en haut. Donc si j'ai bien compris ici, on a 1000 points. On va appeler ça des points. Parce que je sais pas comment on peut appeler ça autrement. Et ces points, on les utilisera si jamais on est bloqué. Donc on clique sur cette loupe, juste ici, qui nous montrera ce qu'il y a à faire autour de nous, normalement. Donc pour faire un exemple, si jamais je dois allumer la lampe, mais que je suis bloqué, je sais pas ce que je dois faire ici, je clique sur cette loupe, ça va me décompter 10 points, et il y aura une petite loupe qui va s'afficher soit sur l'interrupteur ou sur la lampe, je sais pas, pour me dire ce que je dois faire. Donc apparemment on en a 1000, mais je sais pas si on en a 1000 tout le long du jeu, ou juste dans le premier chapitre, ou je sais pas, pour un certain temps. On verra bien par la suite. Donc on va continuer comme ça, je vais poser ma petite pomme là-dedans.
Every table has its own waste basket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
Ok, ouais, je la prends là, voilà, t'es content. Là j'ai dit, voilà.
All right.
Allez, on va se balader un petit peu maintenant. Alors, par là, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Déjà, il y a ton livre, là, j'ai vu.
In the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa. For years now, I've been trying to convince my...
Alors, je passe un petit peu les dialogues, hein, des fois, si ça ne sert vraiment à rien, ou si j'ai compris assez vite, je vous expliquerai également. Alors, la fenêtre là.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
On va cliquer. Il va ouvrir la fenêtre, ok. chercher ce violoniste apparemment. Le petit blondinet là. Alors ici, est-ce qu'il y a autre chose à faire? Non, j'ai pas l'impression. On va voir par là. Alors là.
This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door and in front.
Ok, c'est la première voiture derrière, on peut pas y accéder.
The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began unfortunately. It will make most of its journey with
les différents chemins de la carte hein, de l'Orient Express. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre ici? Il n'y a rien. On va se casser. On va aller parler au violoniste.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most people. One can only hope that his violin is better tuned. Hello, sir.
Hello.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world. In that case, I'm probably not one of...
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Ouais, il m'inspire pas confiance quand même ce petit blondinet. Bon. Lui on a plus besoin de lui parler. On va aller par là.
Very kind of you. Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucio. Professor Edgar Lucio.
Oh, a professor. Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say. So, you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I would...
Oh, no?
Well,
There was a break-in in your museum, and it didn't
well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000...
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand.
No, should I?
You don't know him?
No.
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded...
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying... And now, please excuse me.
May I ask where you're going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice.
Indeed.
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time...
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just...
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock. I don't even have a key.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down.
You don't understand.
All right, just wait here.
Alors, la serrure est bloquée. Le compartiment du professeur bloqué, il n'y arrive pas à accéder. On va regarder ça.
You can easily lock the compartment door from inside.
But I didn't lock it.
Professor, if you had locked the door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
That's true.
I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it.
Bon, il faut qu'on trouve la clé apparemment. On va aller par là. La porte derrière. On va voir ce qu'il y a aussi.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Une baronne, tiens, on va aller la voir.
Yes, what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When did you... When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to...
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
James, tell him to look.
The Baroness wished...
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse.
Thank you, sir.
Bon, on va s'arrêter là pour ce premier épisode, hein, qui doit faire maintenant un quart d'heure, 20 minutes. Et je vous dis à très vite donc pour la suite de The Raven. Vous me direz ce que vous en penserez, j'espère que ça vous a plu. Et à très bientôt, allez ciao.